Hello, toy fans. I'm here with another one of our reviews. I mean, this is an older set, but this is one of those I picked up at Target. They were having a huge sale. I've come across this thing so often. So I built a while back. Actually, I think it was right at the beginning of the school year in the summer. I built the cheese farm or the cheese house from the Farm Life series from Luma Brick slash Funhole, which I should probably actually review that set so we could talk about it. You got to see me build it, but let's actually let me review it here pretty soon because that's one of those that it's kind of like one of those beautiful gems that you get every once in a while that's well worth the price of what you get. So going with that, as I'm building up my Lego city and I'm doing all this, and I wanted an area where I had actually a little farm station, and I was like, you know what, I need a tractor, I really do. And I came across this set. It's a 4 plus set, but it's a Lego city. It's a tractor. Target had it on sale. This thing is actually blew me away. This is kind of one of my therapy sets I needed. I hate to say it that way, but I was having a bad day, and this is one of the sets that's like, you know what? Let me build this, enjoy the build. I tried recording it. And I was like, I don't want to record the build. I just want to build it. And the build itself is very, very satisfying. I really got to say it there. It's a satisfying build. It's a cute set. It's a satisfying build. You get two minifigs. You get like four creatures. You get a shovel, bunch of carrots. This thing is a lot of fun. And it's 116 pieces. Usually runs at about $15. Not bad at all. I can't remember what I think I got mine for like 10, which is even better. But 15, not bad for what we're getting. Now, you get, of course, the tractor and trailer. This is set 60461. 116 pieces, well worth every piece in this kit. I believe you do get a couple extra pieces, like I think extra light. I've already used that on something else. Now, you do get up here at the top. You get the builder dad. You get to see him. You get to see the daughter, a couple sheep, a baby sheep, and a dog. And I love dogs. So for me, that is perfect. There's that UPC if you need it. And then a bunch of legalese. That's pretty much it over here. On the back, you get a breakdown of what is in this set. Of course, you got a tractor, you got a trailer, you got the learn to build, and the builder app does have this in it. It's actually a pretty satisfying build. I used my booklet, which the booklet is actually not in here. I'm not sure where I put it, but it's pretty easy. Think of it this way. It is a very, very simple build for 4-year-olds. So that book is a step for step, and it makes it easy on purpose. So this is actually pretty early childhood set for what you're getting. I'm actually quite surprised because some of the difficulty and level of what they're doing is age appropriate, but also has got some really interesting build stuff that made me question some of the things that I'm building myself. So that's it on the box. There's nothing else to say on the box. Let's see if my camera is working this time for the other. It was acting up on me earlier. Let's see if it's acting up now. So this is your build right here. So you've got the tractor, you've got the trailer, you've got all sorts of extra pieces. Let's kind of take a look at each thing that we get in here. So the trailer wise, you do get this kind of paneled trailer. It's got wheels on it, and it's got kind of a bed in here that's got some studs. So you can stud in some things here and there. Now you can't turn this way and try to stud. I mean, I guess you can put it that way. It'll sit in the center, but you can't just kind of turn it and do like that. They suggest you putting it here. Honestly, I think pushing it one back, if I can get it to push one back. No, it won't. It has to be centered like that. I was going to say, if you could do it that way and then clip that on, that would make it really, really, really cool. But you can't. But you do have a box. You've got the trailer here. You've got, of course, some carrots. Now, I like to put all my carrots in the bucket. So I like to put all my carrots here and then put it that way. You do have these little cool block pieces that are serving as... Oh, look. I knew it was going to happen. You know what? We'll just take it from the other camera up here. So you do have these pieces here that serve as bales of hay that you can actually snap right into the back of your trailer here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put that in the trailer as well. And we'll kind of put the shovel like right in there. So we'll put it right in there, right? And then you get this cool little Lego dog, which is kind of a little puppy. I like him. It's a little bit smaller than the Friends dog, but I'm gonna take him and put him on top of the hay bale right there. And then of course you get two of these sheep, which are nice. Yep, and they have pegs on top, so you can put like I guess like if you had a saddle blanket or something that you want to put on top, or if you wanted to like put them on some sort of harness to have them walk together, and then you get this teeny tiny cute little baby lamb. Now, the two minifigs that you get of course a paw that's got kind of a red beard, and he's got his overalls and everything, which is pretty cool, and it's printing on both sides. He comes with that blue hat. You get a little girl that's got some flannel, and again, much like the kid from the burger truck, she also has a hearing aid, which is kind of cool. So they're kind of, trying to do that incorporation for everyone, which is what we like. Now, the tractor itself is kind of the star of this. It's got those big wheels. The back wheels are much bigger than the front wheels, though it does sit nice and flat. The way they've got it angled and everything, it works out in the end. You've got, of course, the hitching on the back that attaches to the ball on the trailer, and it does turn fairly nice. It's not too wide of a turn. Got, of course, a pipe here. You've got some grill designs. You do have a printed brick in the front for the front grill of this. So that there's only like that one printed brick besides for the minifigs, but for what we're getting, it's actually well worth it. This just snaps right into the back. And then look, that whole thing turns nice and neat. Paul, he sits right onto the tractor nicely. Little girl can sit right back there. And the sheep can run along the side, chasing the tractor, waiting on their hay. All in all, this is a cute set. It really is. It's one of those that I, initially I think for the pricing back in the day, I was like, I don't necessarily really think I need this set. But as I was building my little town, I was like, hey, I really do want a farm on there. And I've got a couple farm pieces. I've got the hen house from Luma Brick / Fun Hole. And of course, the cheese farm. And so I kind of want to, build this in with it so it makes sense and feels like a complete sort of farm. And how more complete can you get than to have a tractor, a trailer, and some extra animals. So I do have some goats for the Lumabrick side. Now I've got some sheep. So they've got quite a bit of animals. It's a pretty decent farm. Now there's really nothing else to say about this set. The build, again, was very satisfying. It is a cool set. The price of what we're getting, if you're getting it at 15, it's still a really solid set for what you're getting. 116 pieces, not a bad price at all. And I like that Lego still has their city stuff, whereas they're doing a ton of branding things in Star Wars. And, we now got Fortnite, though that might be going away. And I like Fortnite, and I kind of want to get some of the sets. But the branding seems to cause the rise of the price to go up just because you're paying in for branding deals, which oftentimes for kids and for what we get, I like having something simple and simplistic like a Lego City set. I like having it to where we have things that they're not too much. Like back in the day when I was a kid, space, simple space. Out of space, we had the Space Police. Great. I had a few sets of that. Frozen Planet, absolutely loved that one. I had several sets of that. Those were some of my absolute favorites. And when we were talking about the builder kit that had the space theme in it, there were some parts in that would have been perfect to go back over to the Frozen Planet stuff, which is great. Castle, Western, all these sets, they're pretty simplistic sets. They're timeless. And I think that where Lego does really well is with their city sets, because again, they're making things that are more or less timeless. Whereas other things, branding, Star Wars, I like Star Wars, but sometimes when I go in, I see nothing but Star Wars from Lego, I get a little kind of disappointed, because it's like, I want to see more than just that. I want to see something that's more of a creative play toy. This fits in that level. This is definitely one of those pieces at Lego City. Simple, basic, creative. Kids can make up their own story. To me, this is a perfect set, especially if you got kids that are really into farming. This is a great set for them. So that's all I got to say about the 60461 tractor wood trailer from Lego City. Hey, thank you all for showing up. I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build. And happy brick hunting.